The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
Afternoon and welcome to Trumbull High School, the host to the 2017 Babe Ruth 14U New England Regional Tournament. We are at the semifinals and the host school will play on. They are the top seed out of Pool A. They have a quarterfinal win under their belt and they will look for their second win over Keene, New Hampshire in semifinal number one. Semifinal number 2 will feature Eastern Massachusetts and Western Massachusetts later on this evening at 7 o'clock. I am Frank Granito sitting alongside Kevin Coleman, and we are happy to be bringing you some youth baseball, and we expect a great one on our hands, Kevin.
We do. We expect a great first game. We also expect a great second game, too, in the semifinal. You got the two teams from Massachusetts, little bragging rights there in the 7 o'clock semifinal game. But this one is going to be an intriguing matchup because we look at these two teams. They last met 4-3. Trumbull looked like they had control throughout the entire game. Keene ended up making the game pretty interesting towards the end, making a one-run game. So I think if you're Trumbull right now, you have to be a little worried about that Keene was going on that little bit of a run there towards the end of the game. But this is going to be a great game because you're going to see two pitchers on both sides. You're going to see both teams throw their best guys on the mound. You're going to see Harvey for Trumbull, who we spoke with Coach Mike Buswell, and he really spoke about how he really wanted to throw him on the mound today and make sure that he was ready to go. And I'm excited to see him pitch tonight.
Well, we've got a great look at the Trumbull team. Down to our right now is Harvey is warming up, and one thing that stands out, and it's the beauty of youth baseball, is how loose this team looks. You would think at a moment like this, maybe the nerves are getting to you a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit of tension, but it is business as usual as these boys just having fun, getting ready to play another game.
They are, and that's what's so great about baseball, especially at this level, at this time of your life when you're 14, 15 years old and you're playing throughout the summer with your buddies from your hometown and you're winning games and you're moving on to the next rounds. It makes it exciting, it makes it fun, and that's the best thing for these guys, I think, too. And you look at Keene, they're traveling a long ways, and I think it's so important. This is something that these guys will remember for a long time. They on those long rides down to Connecticut or wherever it is, team bonding, they're going to remember this for a long. They're going to remember playing this tournament for a long time.
Really different paths for both these teams to get here. Trumbull 4-0, but they've done it with a defensive-minded approach. They win 4-3 over Keene in their first game. They come back with a 5-4 win over Maine, and then really breaking out against Rhode Island with a 9-6 victory. But we've seen numbers much bigger than that in the tournament, and a 5-3 win this morning over Brattleboro, Vermont in the quarterfinals. For Keene, they're 2-2. That 4-3 loss in the first game against Trumbull, as we mentioned. And then after that, they come back, able to beat Rhode Island 6-4, but then they fall victim to Augusta, Maine, 9-8 in their last game. A 7-2 win this morning over Waterford, Connecticut. They are the defending regional champions for this specific age group as they won 13s last year, Kevin. But you get a look at this Keene team, and there is some size on these New Hampshire boys.
Boy, I tell you, Michael Gudvine, the catcher here for Keene, we were just talking about before the broadcast how impressed we were. We saw him throw down to second base, and this guy looks like he'd be playing in the big leagues, and he's got the size for it. And you see him sitting there in the cleanup spot, or the third spot, excuse me, and we heard how good the middle of the lineup is for this Keene. For this Keene team from New Hampshire. And I'm excited to see not only him, but the rest of the team. You talk about, yes, they got a lot of size and guys who can really swing the bat well. And they like you said, not only Trumbull, they can play great defensively, but this Keene team can play great defensively as well.
Of course, playing at the high school here, this is a very big ballpark. And if they put balls in the gaps, that's a lot of room for these young men to cover. You just saw the Keene team introduced wearing the orange over gray pants. Trumbull will be in the all white. And for the starting lineups, let's go over to Kevin Coleman and meet both these rosters.
Well, For Keene, they come all the way from New Hampshire, sitting at 2-2. Batting first, the center fielder, number 19, Brian Langevin. Batting second, the shortstop, number 10, Marcus Susia. Batting third, the catcher, number 27, Michael Goodvine. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, the pitcher, Liam Elliott. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 12, Carl Hoden. In the hole, you got third baseman, number 24, Peter Haas. And at first base, you got number 7, Josh Castor. In left, you got Thomas Fagiano. And then you got, rounding up the line, you got the second baseman, Logan Thatcher.
So 4-3 the first time they met. Harvey went 4 innings, did a very good job. Teixeira came in relief. And Kevin, on an earlier edition of Nutmeg Sports today, we talked a little bit about some of the X factors in this game. Teixeira pitched well. He got out of trouble, able to pick up the close in the effort now. But 2 of the Keene runs came off wild pitches. You really talked about the importance of the catchers being able to stop balls tonight and the ability to play them in this big backstop.
Well, it's a big field, and we saw in that last game that, Hingham, I thought, did a great job on the base path. They were aggressive, and I think that's why you saw them win against Rhode Island 3-0. They were aggressive on the base path, and I think that's something that coaches have to keep in mind. If you get a runner on base, I send them.
It'll be a lot of fun. Trumbull is led by Coach Mike Buswell and Keene led by Mike Susi. We will step aside, but when we get back, we've got the opening pitch and live action from the Babe Ruth Regional Tournament on the HAN Network.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Base Star and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now at the Summer Clearance Event. Going on now through July 31st.
School's out, the weather is hot, and the fish are biting. Whether you're heading to the beach or out on a boat, stop in at the dock shop before you go to fill your beach bag or tackle box with everything you'll need for fun in the sun. A new beach cover-up, some sunscreen, or just some bait, the dock shop has you covered from either location. 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. And yes, you heard that right. Bait is now available in Darien and Westport. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. DockShop.com.
At In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
We are back on the HAN Network at Trumbull High. Frank Granito and Kevin Coleman getting for our first semifinal in our coverage of the 2017 Babe Ruth 14U Regional Tournament. It'll be Keene, New Hampshire leading it off with the Trumbull Eagles in the field. Kevin, our umpire crew tonight, we'll see Pat McComb behind the plate, Frank Vartuli at first, and Tim McHugh over at third. One thing we learned about this tournament, really, and we were speaking with Coach Mike Buswell earlier in the day as he was scouting some of the other teams, there's been a couple issues with fly balls and tagging up from third. It's balls that carry out here. It takes a while for them to come down, and some of the players just tempted to leave early. I like that Coach Buswell really preached. Few players out here right now have the ability to truly gun you from the outfield at home plate. So take that extra second if need be when tagging.
You're right. It's essentially just you can jog home in a way. I think a lot of players get a little too anxious when there's a fly ball out to the outfield. And you're right. At this age, it's pretty rare you're going to see someone gun someone out at home plate. And if you're a runner at third base, just have to keep that in mind. If you're a third base coach, always remind your runners that be sure to wait until that ball is in the glove and then take off. These guys, everyone on this roster has speed at this point. These are all fast kids. So you have to emphasize, and we saw it in that last game against in that Rhode Island Massachusetts game. It's so important to emphasize if you're a third base coach. Wait that half second. You're going to make it. So you're right. And at this age, even the catchers, too, throwing all the way on a second base, it's a long way to go. This is a much bigger field than they're used to.
I still can't make that throw.
You sure about that?
I was never a catcher, and for very good reason. Had the arm in the outfield, but I needed that crow hop to get the momentum going.
Okay.
And speaking of defensive positions, let's meet the Trumbull defense. Starting with the catcher, Jackson Vincent. He will be receiving pitches from Andrew Harvey on the mound. The infield from right to left will see Teixeira at first, Jack Allen at second, Jake Rudadori at short, Brandon Buda at third. It'll be Trace Drolly in left, Ray Leonzi in center, and Matt Bagley out in right. Christian Van Zyl will be the extra hitter, and leading it off for Keene is their center fielder, Brian Langevin. And Kev, we're very fortunate the players in this tournament completing out player profiles for us. I mean, this might be the best answer we see all tournament. It's our first batter. Hobbies for Brian? Hockey, baseball. I love both of those. How about talking to girls?
Well, I think he just hit it off there. I mean, you can like hockey, like baseball. I think that's so important, and good for that young stud right there.
As the first two pitches from Harvey missing, and Langevin ahead 2-0 in this first at bat.
The question is that his pregame ritual?
As that one missing upstairs. It'll be interesting to see early on here where the strike zone is for these hitters. We saw a game earlier today. Looked like it stretched truly from the knees to the numbers as Langevin showing bunt, pulling back, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead it off.
Yeah, not a good start here and for Trumbull, but a great start for New Hampshire. And like I mentioned before the broadcast, I think if you want to set the tone early, you start setting that runner, and no better chance for here than Keene's got a great shot here to get the leadoff runner on. He's got a short lead now. You wouldn't be surprised if he takes that little extra step.
As Harvey to the dish, and taking a strike is the shortstop, Marcus Susi.
And Harvey finally gets that first strike in there. He take a deep breath and compose himself on the mound.
As again coming to the plate, a breaking ball. Good pitch there, but it just missed, and the count 1-1.
That's a great-looking pitch there. That must have just been a little too high for the umpire's liking.
Speaking of great hobbies, John Kovac would love to hear. Marcus Susi, the shortstop, loves fishing. As this one is poked out towards shallow left field, it will fall in. It is our first hit of the afternoon, and the first two batters are on for Keene.
Nice little hit there by Susi. Just a little poke out to left field. It's all you need here. Just get little bites. Put the pressure on your opponent here, and what better way now? You got Gudavine out up to bat now. He's got the size.
So the catcher, number 27, Big Michael Gottwine in there, and he takes the ball down low. Good job by Vincent to keep it out in front. Want to know the count. Langevin on with a walk, Susi on with a single. And Harvey, looking to avoid trouble, goes off speed in the count 1-1. Kev, Harvey already showing, it looks a little frustrated out there, upset with himself that he has allowed the first two runners to reach base.
Well, I think at this point he just needs to forget about the runners, go after the hitter. Good-looking pitch there.
That was a good pitch, and he got Gottwine to chase on the check swing, so now it's 1-2. Waiting on deck is Keene pitcher Liam Elliott. As a fastball grounded up the middle, could be two if they flip it quick enough. To second for one, back to first, and they got it. Good work in the middle by Gruda, Doria, and Allen. A great stretch by Ryan Teixeira. And just like that, there are 2 away after the 6-4-3 double play.
How about Jake Gruda, Doria there? Beautiful play. We had him in the studio a week ago, him and his team, and he was Coach Buswell was emphasizing how great a defender he was at shortstop. You just saw it on display there. Great 6-4-3 double play by Trumbull.
So here is Liam Elliott as he pulls a breaking ball down the left field line, giving chase is Drolly, and this one will drop in and run to the wall. 1 run is scored. Heading to second with a double is Elliott. And Keene striking first as New Hampshire leads 1-0 here in the top of the first.
Great piece of hitting there by Elliott. Smokes that ball out to left field and helping his own cause. Gets that first run in the game. Big hit for Keene.
Do you like the aggressiveness swinging at the first pitch right there?
I do. Runner on third base. You like what you see. It's a pitch in your zone. Why not?
As it is Carl Hoden, the left-handed batter, and right fielder this afternoon. Getting the start. Hoden pitched in the first meeting between these two teams as he fights one off to the left side. That's good enough to die in. Elliott being waved around. No, he will hold at third. It's a dying pigeon of a single, and now runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hoden just fights that one off and is able to sneak it into left field over the head of Gruda, Doria.
The third baseman, number 24, Peter Haas.
I'm surprised he didn't send Elliott home. Still a long throw to home plate from where the left fielder was out there, but
so Peter Haas, the third baseman, now standing in there, and he fouls off the first pitch back this way. 0-1.
All foul balls to either dugout.
Keene being very aggressive in this top half of the first.
Elliott over at third, Hoden on first. Not known for his speed, so as Vincent expands the strike zone there to stop that one. Would have been an interesting situation if they try to send the runner here. It's a very difficult throw to second. But with 2 outs, if you get him, that runner on third doesn't matter. So first to third place, Kevin, will be a lot of fun to watch today as a breaking ball inside, cut on, and missed 1-2.
I like to see teams try that trickery where they send the runner from first. That runner at third creeps up to home plate a little bit, so it forces the catcher to make a decision. Do I throw to second or do I hold on to it in case the runner decides to break for home?
So 1-2, 1-0 Keene, and Harvey trying to get out of the jam. Breaking ball inside. Got it on the corner, strike 3, and the side is retired. But Keene able to break through early on. They lead by 1 after half an inning. Trumbull coming to bat when we get back on the HAN Network.
Total pitch count, 18.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
Celebrate summer with fresh, made-to-order picnic boxes from Walter Stewart's Market. We have delicious summery selections from buttermilk fried chicken to grilled lemon chicken kebab, grilled shrimp Caesar salad wraps, or lobster salad rolls. Our easy-to-carry picnic boxes come with your choice of a meal, as well as a dessert, beverage, and utensils. Order online for simple pickup options. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and online at stewartsmarket.com.
Back at Trumbull High School, Frank Renito and Kevin Coleman in the press box, looking down, getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. How important is that first run that Keene comes through with there in the top of the inning, Kevin?
It's massive. That's a great start here for Keene. You know, playing the host team here in the semifinal, you want to be aggressive and you want to get that first run in first. They did it, and I think if you're the coaching staff for Keene, you have to be thrilled with the start here. And I'm sure they would have liked to score maybe another run or two, but you have to be very thrilled to get that one run early on. Puts that pressure on the host team.
Liam Elliott with the RBI single will take the mound for Keene. Michael Gottwein will catch. Josh Castor at first, Logan Thatcher second. Marcus Susi at short and Peter Haas at third. Thomas Fagiano in left, Brian Langevin in center, and Carl Hoden out in right. And leading things off for Trumbull, the center fielder, number 1, Ray Leonzi. Favorite TV show, The Office. Favorite song, X Gonna Give It To You.
Wow.
Leonzi.
Already a winner in my books.
The first pitch from Elliott is upstairs as Leonzi showing bunt pulls back.
And his favorite Major League Baseball player is my guy, Bryce Harper. Favorite team, the Yankees.
2 pitches, both upstairs, 2-0 the count. Now, Elliott, just like his counterpart Harvey, has started the first batter 3-0. We'll see if he can paint one in there and if Leonzi is taking. He was all the way on a strike now, 3-1 the count.
Leonzi's got to expect a strike here. Something in the zone.
That one missed upstairs, so a walk to start the inning. And there is a runner on with Jack Allen, the second baseman, coming up.
And now it's Trumbull's turn. They got their leadoff batter on due to a walk, and Ray Leonzi's got speed here, so see if Trumbull decides to get aggressive here and try and send him. But Gottwein's got a good arm there at second, behind the plate.
We see our first move over to first. Elliott, conscious of Leonzi's speed, has got a big lead, and he's back again in time.
Close play at first. You see Leonzi taking a nice big lead there. Umpire just reminding Trumbull to stay behind the dugout there.
As Elliott again checking over at first. On his big lead this time by Leonzi. Showing bunt was Allen, but he pulled back on a ball outside the zone. And now we see Peter Haas creeping up on the grass at third. Showing bunt again. Pulls back upstairs. Now 2-0.
Good eye by Jack Allen there.
Bunt one more time. Pulls back and still 3-0. That pitch too high.
Yeah, Liam Elliott a little frustrated there. You could tell after that pitch by his body language.
I've got one of the taller players in this tournament on the mound, and on the shorter side is Allen as that one's up over his head. 2 batters, 2 walks, and the catcher Jackson Vinton will strut up to the plate. With 2 men on and nobody out.
So far, Frank, both starting pitchers have looked a little shaky here in their first inning of work.
Definitely, when you think about today, both these teams had to play at 10 a.m. after weather postponed the quarterfinals. First doubleheader day of the tournament for these teams, and that's a long gap regardless when you finish around 11:30, 12. And then you've got that layover. What do you want to do? For Trumbull, it's easy. You can go home, maybe take a nap. For Keene, you got to go back to the hotel. You're trying to keep everyone to stay calm. There are those temptations. You're away with your buddies on a road trip.
That's right.
Someone might have tried to sneak towards the pool. So another ball from Elliott, 1-0 to Vincent. He's showing bunt now with 2 on. Pulls back, but that one's on the corner. 1-1 the count.
Nice job by Elliott there, trying to establish that inside strike zone.
That misses inside, though. 2-1 now.
Trying to go back to that cylinder spot, just a little too far inside, though.
Leonzi on second, Allen on first, Vincent at the plate, and he takes a strike. 2-2 the count.
Great looking pitch there by Elliott. Paints the black on that outside corner.
Bottom of the first, 1-0 Keene. Elliott had the RBI double, as this one is ripped out to right center field. Back is Hoden, and it's past him. It rolls all the way to the wall as Vincent heads for second. Being round towards home is Leonzi and Allen. The cutoff is Bobble. 2 runs will score, and it's a 2 RBI triple.
Talk about getting back the momentum on your side. Great hit there by Vicente. Just hits that one over the right fielder's head and legs out a triple. And actually, Frank, Jack Allen, a little hesitation there around in second base.
Number 11,
But he's still able to score. Great job by Trumbull here.
Allen had a great jump, as we're going to see a meeting on the mound now. Coach Castor heading out to talk to Elliott. Still nobody out and a runner on third. And your cleanup hitter, Brandon Buda. Buda has 2 triples already in this tournament. I thought it was great base running across the board. You had Allen about 3/4 of the way to second, with Leonzi tagging up from second, so they were both really in sync with each other and confident they're both going to score. For Vincent, though, I thought Coach Buswell might have been a little concerned that the second throw after the cutoff towards third base got away. There might have been a chance to maybe even take an extra base towards home, depending how aggressive they wanted to be early on. But the young man, extremely excited out there on third base.
You got to show the emotion there, especially after giving up an early run to the visiting team. You see the infield's going to play in now.
2-1 Trumbull, nobody out. Vincent on third with a 2 RBI triple, and Buda at the plate as he rips one to left field, and that's a base hit and another RBI for the third baseman, who has been so hot in this regional tournament.
Great piece of hitting there by Buda. Pokes that one out to left field.
The first baseman, number 10.
You look at that top of the first inning for Trumbull. Looked shaky. It was a great start for Keene. Trumbull comes back into the dugout even better. What a start.
You are going to love Ryan's favorite song.
Careless Whisper. Here we go.
Teixeira showing button, pulls back.
Well, Frank, we talked about it the other day, just in the office. If you had a go-to walk-up theme song, the song you walk up to, it's Careless Whisper for me.
Bold choice. That one up over the head. I would have been a Ready or Not guy by the Fugees.
Okay. You see his favorite MLB player, Bartolo Colon, and G-Man Choi.
It's going, but this one popped up and might have to head back, as waiting under that one is Langevin to put it away. So the first out of the inning as Teixeira flies to center.
It looked like maybe the hit and run was on perhaps, but gave it a good ride up to center field.
So a big out for Elliott to stop the bleeding, as the extra hitter Christian Van Zyl steps into the box. As he takes, and heading for second is Buda. He is in there safely. Had it bounce off his bucket.
You got to credit Susia there. If that ball goes by him, there's a good chance that he's at third base.
I'm sorry, that was off the back of Buda's shoulder, who's in with the stolen base. Got a great jump off Elliott.
You see Van Zyl, favorite Major League Baseball team, the Yanks. His favorite MLB player, their catcher, Gary Sanchez.
As he was fooled by that pitch, and Gottwine comes up after that one got him in the foot.
Maybe that backswing just got him there. Maybe it was the baseball. That stings. I think the best thing to do if that happens, you got to walk that one off.
Oh, he hopped that one off, got right out of the stance. Took a lap down the third base side as that was fouled right off the toe. See the expression on Van Zyl's face. Just gave it a little wince, like, oh, glad it wasn't me.
Well, it got him where there's no protection. You look at the catcher's gear, and they have a little padding on the foot, but it just missed that, and it got him right around the big toe area, the inside part of the cleat there.
That is a magnified version of stubbing your toe.
It is.
Does not feel good.
It does not feel good, especially with a foul tip like that.
Another reason I didn't play catcher is Elliott up and over the head of Van Zyl. 1-1 the count. 2-1, excuse me.
Elliott has been a little wild here, too. Not to mention he's having a tough time just finding the strike zone in general. But against righties, it seems like the ball's a little too far inside so far.
So look back to Buddha at second. That one painted in there. 2-2 the count.
Nice pitch.
Off-speed pitch stopped by Gottwein, and the count is full to the extra hitter, Van Zyl. A 3-1 Trumbull lead. 2 hits, 2 walks. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. As this one roped foul on the third base side.
Good cut by Van Zyl on a 3-2 pitch. Just missing that third base line there, going foul.
Payoff pitch again down low. Ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Elliott. And there are runners in first and second with 1 away.
25, Matt Bagley.
As the right fielder, Matt Bagley, steps into the box. Number 25 for Trumbull.
And his favorite player is Aaron Judge, the New York Yankees.
As this one is popped up on the right side, coming over from second and able to make the play is Thatcher. So there are 2 away now and 2 on for the pitcher, Andrew Harvey.
That was a nice play there by Thatcher. It's not an easy play to make. You know, it's not sunny out, but you could still lose the ball at times, and that's not an easy play to make. Good play.
As Harvey takes a strike. And are you surprised at all that Bagley swinging at the first pitch there, as Elliott's been a little wild here in the first?
I do like the aggressiveness, but he just issued a walk, his third walk of the inning. So I am surprised that he was swinging on the first pitch.
Sure, Coach Buswell will have a couple of words of wisdom for the young man before his next at-bat. Ball in the dirt makes the count 1-1. Runner heading to third as the hit and run is on, but this one is fouled onto the track out in left field.
And Harvey, his favorite Major League Baseball team is the Yankees. I think we're starting to see a trend here. Favorite player, Dellin Betances. Hobbies include basketball, football, and swimming. His favorite TV show and movie are South Park and Moneyball.
1-2 from Elliott. That one outside now. The count 2-2 as he would love to get out of this inning just trailing by 2. Runners on first and second still. As this one's grounded up the middle, and it'll get through for a base hit. They are going to wave home Buddha. The throw to the plate is offline, and it is 4-1 Trumbull.
Great piece of hitting there by Andrew Harvey. Pokes that one in, helping his own cause. Now it's 4-1.
That matches the run total for Trumbull from the first time these two teams played back on Friday morning.
That's all you got to do, especially just a little single up the middle. Little bites here for Trumbull here in this bottom of the first.
As is Chase Drale stepping up there and taking a strike on the first pitch.
Andrew Harvey's got to be feeling good about after that hit. He comes back onto the mound. He's going to have a nice lead.
That one down low in the dirt. 1-1 the count. 2 walks to start the inning, a triple and a single. It's a grounder to the left side at third, bounced off one glove. A long throw to be made, but wisely deciding against it was Susie. And now the bases are loaded on the infield single.
The shortstop.
You got to credit Susie there for being there. That ball goes by into the outfield. That's another run scored. But again, a tough task here with the bases loaded for Elliott.
As the shortstop, Grudadoria, steps in. He is the 10th hitter in the lineup and the 10th hitter of the inning for Trumbull. As he takes the ball up high, 1-1 the count. As this one grounded up the middle, gets by Elliott, but waiting there is Thatcher, and he'll tap on the bag himself and end the inning. 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 error, and 3 left on base at the end of 1. Trumbull 4, Keene 1. We're back with more baseball on the HAN Network after this.
At Pure Barre Ridgefield, our tried and true method can shape every body and fit any schedule. Pure Barre is a total body workout using the ballet bar to perform small isometric movements which burn fat, sculpt muscles, and create long, lean physiques. Sweat away the day and get lost in the music. Pure Barre Ridgefield, located at 86 Danbury Road. Like us on Facebook at Pure Barre Ridgefield. At Pure Barre Ridgefield, our tried and true method can shape every body and fit any schedule. Pure Barre.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN Network.
Welcome back to the HAN Network. Live coverage, 14 under New England Regional Tournament semifinals between Trumbull of Connecticut and Keene of New Hampshire. 4-1 our score. Alongside Frank Renito, I'm Kevin Coleman. Great crowd on hand as both teams good starts to their at-bats, but you see Andrew Harvey come back to the mound with a 4-1 lead, and stepping up to the mic is Frank Renito.
Thank you, Kevin. And if you are Keene, New Hampshire right now, there is that temptation that you can get it all back with one swing. Obviously, some frustrations from that first inning, but you need to be patient, trust in your batting, chip away as time goes on, and have faith that Elliott or whoever comes back out to the mound is going to be able to stop the bleeding, as this one knifed foul on the right side. 0-1 to Josh Castor, the first baseman.
And if you're Keene, only down 3 runs. No need to panic. Still a lot of time left in this baseball game to come back.
This is a hot shot towards second. Good job staying with it. Firing to first is Allen. And there is 1 away after the ground out to second.
Good-looking play there by second baseman Jack Allen. Fields fires to first, 1 away. Nice play.
We've seen a lot of awkward hops at times on the field today, so good job by Allen. Stays down on it. Wasn't the cleanest of scoops, but he's able to recover. Appreciate how much time there is.
Well, listen, Frank, considering what this field looked like yesterday, you have to credit the grounds crew for doing an amazing job of getting this field ready for a full day of baseball today.
As the left fielder, Thomas Fagiano, takes a ball outside. The 1-0 from Harvey. Slider on the back door, 1-1. Kevin, this Trumbull team, a very interesting story being the host team, as this one fouled back on the left. The host team automatically qualifying, of course, so they did not have to play in the district tournament, which Buswell electing to play in the state tournament. They end up making it all the way to the state championship game, where they lost against Waterford, who fell against Keene earlier this morning. So you've got Trumbull, who's beaten Keene, who beat Waterford, who beat Trumbull. Now, if you're going to compare scores, how do you put all that together as a short fly to center as Leonzi right under it, and they're 2 away.
And a nice play by Leonzi, and it is pretty interesting. You know, it's unfortunate Waterford had to exit the tournament, but I think Trumbull now is the lone representative of Connecticut and would love to represent CT and bring home a title.
Waterford won the 13U regionals last year. Harvey with a strike on the outside corner. So for this group of young men, there will be a new champion heading off to the World Series. The 0-1 on the way, well outside, 1-1. It is Logan Thatcher, the second baseman, in there now. His first appearance of the afternoon. Langevin on deck, who walked to start this one. As this a weak fly to left field. Drowley underneath it, and a 1-2-3 inning for Harvey. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the second on the HAN network.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now at the Summer Clearance Event. Going on now through July 31st.
We are back on the HAN network, and a new pitcher on the mound for Keene, New Hampshire. It'll be Peter Haas, switching with Liam Elliott, whose day comes to an end much sooner than he would have liked.
Yeah, disappointing start. I'm sure Liam Elliott would have loved to give anything more than just 3 innings, if anything. But
coming in to pitch, number 24.
Not a good start
Peter
for him
Haas.
today. It's a start that he'd like to forget.
And leading off for
Peter
Trumbull, the
Haas,
center fielder, number 1, Ray Leonzi.
some work on his hands here as he starts from the stretch, interestingly enough.
Right back to the top of the order.
Please be
one
sure
off
to return all foul balls to either dugout.
is Ray Leonzi, who walked and scored back in the first. Foul ball, and it's quickly 0-2. So 1 inning pitched for Elliott. 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. It's another foul ball. Sorry, 3 hits, 4 runs, all of those earned, along with 3 walks. As that's hit up the middle. Charging is Susi over to first, and there is 1 away.
Nice play there by the shortstop, Susi there.
The second baseman, number 15, Jack
Little chopper
Allen.
over the mound. Charges in, Fields fires the first. Good looking play.
Here's Jack Allen, the second baseman. He also walked and scored, and he's now got a hit with a line drive out to left field on the first pitch from Haas.
Jack Allen smokes that pitch out to left field. Nice piece of hitting there by the young second baseman.
And that brings up the catcher,
number 21, Jackson Vicente.
Jackson Vicente, who had the 2-run triple back in the first. A big gapper out to right center field. As he takes a 2-seamer on the outside corner, 0-1 the count.
See that movement from up here in the booth there, Frank. Good looking pitch there by Haas.
Ooh. Pitch again, that one just a little low.
Yeah, he was asking the home plate umpire where he missed. Good movement on that fastball.
As that's inside. 2-1 the count. Allen's got good speed. We saw him score from first on that gap shot. I'd be shocked if we saw him try to take a bag here.
You see he start to take that secondary lead.
As Vicente had one thought in his mind with that swing as he tried to go down and golf one down the right field line.
If he didn't swing at that, there's a good chance it counts 3-1.
Hoden is playing very deep out and right. As that pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
You want to paint the black there, Frank? That's how you do it. Framed it up. Beautiful pitch there by Haas. Gets one of the better hitters in this lineup looking.
Again, you saw that great action tailing off. As here is Brandon Buda now. Haas spotting pitches very well. His first inning of relief. As the runner's off and going. Slow roller to the left side. Susi charging. He's going to field. Fire over to first. In time. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on through 2 innings of play. It is 4-1 Trumbull on the HAN network.
The weather is hot and the fish are biting. Whether you're heading to the beach or out on a boat, stop in at the dock shop before you go to fill your beach bag or tackle box with everything you'll need for fun in the sun. A new beach cover-up, some sunscreen, or just some bait, the dock shop has you covered from either location. 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. And yes, you heard that right. Bait is now available in Darien and Westport. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. DockShop.com.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now at the Summer Clearance Event. Going on now through July 31st.
Third inning of action in the New England Regional Tournament for the Babe Ruth 14U Ace Ball League. Frank Renito and Kevin Coleman for the HAN Network here at Trumbull High School, where the host, Trumbull, has a 4-1 lead over Keene, New Hampshire, entering the third inning. It'll be the top of the order for the second time now. Coming to bat, they did strike through for a run back in the first. It was probably more difficult of a first inning than Harvey would have liked to have, but he bounced back well in the second.
He really did. I think, his team coming back out and scoring 4 runs in that bottom of the first really gave him a boost of confidence and a little bit of a sigh of relief, too. I mean, he also helped his own cause, too, getting an RBI in that inning. So a lot of confidence on the mound right now for Harvey. And I think if you're Coach Buswell and the rest of the Trumbull team, you'd love to see him go back out here and pitch another quick inning here.
Has thrown just 28 pitches through the first 2 innings. And the 29th is a strike on the inside corner to start the third.
And that's what he needs to do. He needs to throw strikes. Trust his defense. Throw strikes here.
That one fouled back. 0-2 quickly now to Langevin, who walked to lead off the game and made it all the way around, scoring off the Liam Elliott double back in the first. As the 0-2 just missed.
Great location there. Must have just missed. Great looking pitch.
A 1-2 from Harvey outside, now 2-2. It is a cooler day again around Fairfield County here in Connecticut. Overcast throughout the day. Some early morning drizzle that moved on pretty quickly. 3-2 after a low pitch, but after the heat wave last week, storms finally making their way through Connecticut Sunday night into Monday morning. And a couple cooler days ahead of us in the forecast. Payoff pitch here is poked to the right side, moving to his left, fielding and firing is Allen, and there is one away to start the third.
It was a good at-bat by Langevin. Works that count to 3-2. And you see that last pitch there that he, almost like a check swing, just goes out to right, goes to the right side of the infield, and Jack Allen has range a long way, but he makes a nice play and gets that big first out here for Trumbull.
A very unsure swing, you could tell, just trying to protect, maybe even just foul it off, but it stayed in play. As this one is flied out to center. Leonzi moves about 15 feet in, falls underneath it, and now 2 down here in the top of the third.
2 quick outs here, and again, Harvey's throwing strikes. He's not trying to do too much on the mound here. He's throwing strikes, trusting his defense, and that's a great job there by Leonzi. Good range out there out in center field.
As it is Michael Gottwein back into the box. He grounded into a double play in the first. And he is almost hit as a breaking ball squirts behind him. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, breaking ball. You can see the grip just slipped out of the fingers there as soon as he released a little early there on the release, and that ball just slipped out of the hands.
As Harvey comes back with a fastball down and away, 2-0. I might be intimidated throwing a Gottwein as well.
Yeah, big presence there in the batter's box.
Young man towering over the plate from the right side. 2-0 pitch from Harvey. A little high, 3-0 the count. You've got Elliott on deck. Had the RBI double out to left, so you might be tempted to pitch around Gottwein. It's not a sure thing to do.
Yeah, nice pitch there, good location. Gottwein did not have the green light there, and he's got to expect him coming in.
3-1 on the way, grounded towards the hole at short, and it is through, getting past a diving Grudadoria. And there is a runner on with 2 outs here in the third inning.
Nice hit by Gottwein there, a 3-1 count. Knew that pitch was going to be in the zone. Pokes out to left field for a 2-out base hit.
As it is Liam Elliott back up to the box for the second time today. RBI double in the first. As a nice off-speed pitch makes its way in, and the count 0-1.
Nasty movement on that off-speed pitch there. Finds the outside part of the plate. Good pitch by Harvey.
Fastball outside, 1-1 the count. As we thank you again for tuning in to the HAN Network. Make sure you tune back in at 7 o'clock for our second semifinal game as this one flied out to center. Leonzi tracking underneath it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and a man left on. We step aside at the halfway mark of the third inning. Bottom half coming up after this.
Celebrate summer with fresh made-to-order picnic boxes from Walter Stewart's Market. We have delicious summery selections from buttermilk fried chicken to grilled lemon chicken kebab, grilled shrimp Caesar salad wraps, or lobster salad rolls. Our easy-to-carry picnic boxes come with your choice of a meal, as well as a dessert, beverage, and utensils. Order online for simple pickup options. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and online at stewartsmarket.com.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
Back on the HAN Network, Peter Haas will maintain his role on the mound here. Entering the bottom of the third, looked very strong. in that first inning of relief back in the second, Kevin.
Yeah, he looked great. I thought, Liam Elliott, just tough start for him, and it's unfortunate, but I thought, it was a good call by the coaching staff here for Keene and make a move, bring in a new pitcher here, and I thought Peter Haas slammed the door down pretty well in the bottom of the second inning, and I think they'd love to see him do it again here in the bottom of the third.
Did a great job spotting his pitches, working the outside corners, but just had that great late action on the fastball that kept the Trumbull hitters off balance a little bit. As leading off is Ryan Teixeira, who flied out to center in the first inning.
And Ryan was one of the 4 players that came into our studio at the HAN Network for Nutmeg Sports.
As he takes a two-seamer on the outside corner in the count now. 0-2. Ryan came in relief back in the opening game of the tournament against Keene after Harvey pitched 4 innings. As a breaking ball pitch, they appeal, and the check swing did not go around, so 1-2 the count. Good pitch, though, from Haas.
Yeah, great pitch. Nasty movement there. But you got to credit to Teixeira there for being able to have that plate discipline, being able to check his swing there.
So now the 1-2 is grounded foul. We'll do it again. Trumbull baseball, of course, sending both their 13s and 14s to regional tournaments this week, Kevin. So we were fortunate enough to be joined by both of those in studio as Teixeira pokes one out to Susie at short. Plenty of time, goes over to first, and that is the first out of the inning.
Man, Susie's got good range there at shortstop. Nice play. And calm, cool, and collected there. Good-looking play.
The extra hitter, number 12, Christian Van Zyl.
Of course, the 14s, when they came in, this team, Kevin, very professional. You could see the motivation, eyes on the prize. They are very, very set on taking this tournament home, especially on their home turf. As Susie again on the backhand, long throw over to first. And Castor has to raise up off the bag, but 2 away.
And Susie showing off not only the glove, but the arm, too. A long throw for him to make all the way from shortstop, and it was right on the money. Maybe a little high, but still good-looking play by the shortstop for Keene.
As it is the right fielder now, Matt Bagley, to follow up Van Zyl's ground out. He takes a strike down low, but as professional, and it was a great time talking with these young men. You got the sense they were going to make a run into this tournament. The 13s were a funny group of youngsters as another 1-2-3 inning. Haas retires the side, and just like that, we will head to the 4th. The score still 4-1 on the HAN Network.
At In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Total body workout using the ballet bar to perform small isometric movements which burn fat, sculpt muscles, and create long, lean physiques. Sweat away the day and get lost in the music. Pure Bar Ridgefield, located at 86 Danbury Road. Like us on Facebook at Pure Bar Ridgefield.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN Network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier Network, and we've also reached more than 2 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back on the HAN Network, Frank Renito, Kevin Coleman, happy to have you along. Heading to the 4th inning, Kevin. This was as far as Harvey made it. Well, he got through the 4th the first 2 times these teams met. The first time these 2 teams met.
Just a reminder to visit
Showing no signs of slowing down right now, though, and the pitch count is under control as well.
Yeah, the pitch count's looking good at 43 pitches right now through 3, excuse me. We enter the 4th inning. He's looked much more confident than that top of the first. I think he got those nerves out of the way. His team, put up a 4 spot in the bottom of the first, and he even himself had an RBI. So I think he's looked much more calm, much more composed, and confident on the mound here, and he's throwing strikes like you see here.
As he paints the outside corner, 0-1 to Hoden, who singled back in the first. Right fielder looking for Keene's 5th hit of the afternoon. He grounds one over to first base, where Teixeira fields off a couple of hops, tags the bag himself. And there is one out with Peter Haas stepping into the box.
And Peter Haas has done a terrific job out of relief here for Keene. That last half inning, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure he'd like to get on base here, try to get his team back into this game.
Harvey's first pitch is down low, 1-0. First pitch was at 4:05. 50 minutes later, we are into the fourth. 4-1 Trumbull, all the runs in this game being scored in that first inning. That was another pitch upstairs, and it is 2-0. Against the relief pitcher. Lines one out to left, trotting back a couple of steps, and underneath that one is Drolly. Now 2 away with the first baseman, Josh Castor, stepping up.
Peter Haas gave it a ride out there to left field. Sounded good off the bat, but great play by left fielder there in Bagley.
Good contact, maybe just a little underneath it off the barrel. 2 down. We'll see what Castor can do as he grounds one right back up the middle. Harvey fields his position just as well as he's pitching right now. And it is a 1-2-3 inning. 3.5 in the books. Bottom of the fourth to come right after this.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN network.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now at the Summer Clearance event. Going on now through July 31st.
Bottom of the fourth, and it will be the pitcher, Andrew Harvey. What was the old saying, Kevin? Make a play in the field. Gonna hit at bat?
How about that play on the mound for Andrew Harvey, flashing the leather there. Top play.
As he takes a strike from Haas, who has matched Harvey in his 2 innings so far since coming in for relief of Elliott. But this one is knifed off the hands to the right side. They're going to try to gun him at first, and Harvey, hustling all the way down, beats the throw from Hoden and right.
Well, listen, Frank, you do not want to be that teammate that gets thrown out at first base from right field, and you got to hustle, but great job of hitting there, going the other way by Andrew Harvey, just taking that pitch, just extending the hands, moving out to right field.
They come back over and check on Harvey, as it is the left fielder, Chase Drolly now, who reached on an error back in the first. Showing bunt, but he pulls back, and the count's 1-0. Elliott creeps up onto the grass over at third, showing bunt again. That is a called strike on the outside corner. There's a 1-1 count now, showing bunt, laying it down, but it's fouled back, and now the count 1-2.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating, Jolly. 1 strike now. He's got 2 strikes on him, so chances are the bunt is off.
One, 2 on the way from Haas. It is a foul pop on the right side, and running out of room was Castor. Unfortunately, one of the Trumbull fans unable to hold on to that one.
Yeah, you can see him over there.
He's
Disappointed.
getting heckled a little bit.
Disappointed he couldn't make that play. You made a nice play out. Foul ball came to you.
We were doing a live nutmeg, and someone said heads up. I took off like Usain Bolt out of the starting blocks. I was not taking a foul ball off the bucket. As that pitch misses inside now, 2-2. This one grounded over towards third. Elliott goes to second for 1, back to first, but it's not in time. As hustling all the way down was Drally. So it is a fielder's choice for Drally. And the 5-4 put out at
4,
second to eliminate Harvey. In there now, the shortstop, Grudadoria, takes a strike. Count 1-1. He grounded to second. And Logan Thatcher back in the first. He tagged on second with the fielder's choice to end the inning. Straining the bases loaded as heading for second and could be in trouble here. In there safely. The throw was just off the line. Great hustle by Drally in the second stolen base of the afternoon for Trumbull.
Yeah, great time, great call there. Drally's got good speed. Had a nice lead off first. Good jump.
This one popped straight up. Haas has called for it himself. And now 2 away with the top of the order returning.
It's pretty rare you see a pitcher call for that pop-up.
The center fielder, number 1.
Third baseman's play there.
Leonzi.
Credit Haas there, taking initiative there and grabbed his own foul ball. Why not?
Well, I mean, he is a third baseman just moving over to pitcher. Why not?
That's
exactly
right. Why
right. As Leonzi, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk, he has also scored a run. It's his third appearance of the evening. And he grounds one up the middle. It knocked the glove off Haas, but he sticks with it and makes the play. Well done, young man. It is a 1-3 ground out. It retires the side. Will go to the 5th 4-1 in favor of Trumbull on the HAN network.
A new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now at the summer clearance event. Going on now through July 31st. Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now at the summer clearance event. Going on now through July 31st.
Pure Barre Ridgefield, our tried and true method can shape every body and fit any schedule. Pure Barre is a total body workout using the ballet bar to perform small isometric movements which burn fat, sculpt muscles, and create long, lean physiques. Sweat away the day and get lost in the music. Pure Barre Ridgefield, located at 86 Danbury Road. Like us on Facebook at Pure Barre Ridgefield.
Back on the HA network, and we have got
Leading off the left fielder, number 33, Thomas Fagiano.
the left fielder, Thomas Fagiano. Stepping in to lead it off for Keene. They are down to 3 innings, Kevin, and Harvey has settled into a nice little groove after that first inning.
And he's looked great. And it seems like as each inning goes by, he's getting more and more confidence. He's getting that extra zip on the fastball. He's looking great on the mound so far here after that little hiccup in the top of the first.
He goes off speed. First pitch, a strike. 0-1 now to Fajano, who flew out to center in the second inning.
He's not falling behind in counts. He's just going after hitters. Throwing strikes, making them put the ball in play.
At just 49 pitches for the afternoon is a hot shot out to Allen. Fields off one hop over to Teixeira with a first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Logan Thatcher, the second baseman.
And Jack Allen has done a great job today at second base. Feeling some tough hops, making him look really easy there. Very composed over at second for Jack Allen.
He has been active too, as a bunt laid down and just foul. A good idea from Thatcher. Just a little off the end of the bat.
A little drag bunt there. Good call there.
Not a drag.
Thatcher really has got good speed. Good time maybe for someone to get on base here for Keene.
As that pitch, a ball outside. That's the 1-1, misses outside as well. And you're right, talking about getting base runners on. Harvey has retired 11 of the past 12 batters for Keene. As this one is lined up the middle, though, and right on cue, Thatcher on with a base hit. On the top of the order, coming up.
That's a big hit for Logan Thatcher there, the second baseman.
The center fielder, number 19.
Just pokes that one out to center field. Nice hitting. You already know he's got good speed there. He's already got a really nice lead off first.
Harvey takes a look. Comes back over to check on the runner. Langevin has walked and grounded out. He takes, and it is 1-0, a ball up high. And our umpire crew today, Pat McCone at home plate, Frank Vertuli at first, and Tim McHugh at third. 1-0 from Harvey is a strike. Count 1-0.
Nice movement on that pitch, a little off speed in the inside part of the plate.
You're the top of the order here, Kevin. You really need to capitalize on these at-bats, as they could be your final trips to the plate.
And I think right now for Keene, this is a crucial part of the game. You've got a runner on first with good speed. You got the top of the order. Got to move this runner over to second base if you can.
Harvey is clearly concerned, as now off and going.
Got him.
And they got him. A good jump by Thatcher, but an even better throw from Vicente. And now there are 2 away as he is caught stealing 2-4. As Allen covering the bag, and they want to make sure that the count is correct.
How about that throw by Vicente? Right on the money. Great tag by Gritadoria. Beautiful play.
2-1 count and a grounder over to Allen at second. Comes back to first, and just like that, the inning is over. So the number 9 hitter gets on, but he is caught stealing, and it turns into an unfortunate series of events for Keene. They trail by 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trumbull coming to bat right after this.
The weather is hot and the fish are biting. Whether you're heading to the beach or out on a boat, stop in at the dock shop before you go to fill your beach bag or tackle box with everything you'll need for fun in the sun. A new beach cover-up, some sunscreen, or just some bait, the Dock Shop has you covered from either location. 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. And yes, you heard that right. Bait is now available in Darien and Westport. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. DockShop.com.
In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook. At In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook. At In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside.
17 Babe Ruth Regional Tournament. This is the 14U division. Frank Granito and Kevin Coleman for the HAA Network, and the host town Trumbull has a 4-1 lead in the first semifinal game over Greater Keene, New Hampshire. They are getting closer and closer, just 6 outs away from the regional championships.
And they can smell it, but I think they need to tack on some more insurance runs because this is a Keene team that knows how to come back. We look at this, pretty much what we had Friday night between these two teams. It was 4-1. Trumbull and Keene made a nice little comeback to make it 4-3 and pull a little scare into Trumbull. So I think right now, if you're Trumbull, I'd love to get some runs here in this inning.
All right, it's Allen down swinging. Second baseman couldn't lay off the breaking ball in the dirt. And there is one away as Haas continues to deal here into the 5th.
Boy, that was a nasty pitch there from Haas.
All 5 runs in this game were scored in the first inning, and since then it has been a beautiful pitcher's duel between Peter Haas and Andrew Harvey. That pitch down low to Vicente, who had the 2 RBI triple back in the first. Trumbull on top, and they have been in the driver's seat ever since. 2-1 now the count. Pitch on the way, and it's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2.
Nice pitch, catches the black there in the outside corner. Good pitch from Haas.
This one is poked out towards center field. Heading back is Thatcher. He can't get there. It is a single for Vicente, who is now 2 for 3 this afternoon.
Vicente having himself a nice afternoon
The
here.
third baseman, number 11,
I mentioned 2 for
Brandon
3, that
Buda.
big triple in that bottom of the first, and does a nice job there of taking that outside pitch, extending the hands, and just poking that pitch out to center field.
Vicente joins Allen as the only other Trumbull player with multiple hits in the game. And Brandon Buda, who has an RBI to his name, takes a strike in his 3rd appearance. RBI single in the first. He stole a base as well and grounded to short in the 2nd. This one fought off and foul on the right side. That's heading for the parking lot by the high school. Kevin, in just over a month, we will be back here again on Saturday, September 9th, as Buda takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, down looking. And it is the 3rd strikeout
10, Ryan Teixeira.
for Haas.
You mentioned September 9th.
What's the official pitch count right now?
So Kevin, some conversation going on here Haas is teetering on his final batter. Pitch count is 93. He won't let him stay in. I want to make sure, of course, you're not counting those pitches that Elliott threw in the first.
Yeah, it's 93 total. They do have someone up in the bullpen.
Strike there, and we just got word, Kevin, from down press row up here. So it's 95 for the whole day. And of course, he had 46 in the first game this afternoon. So that is where the numbers are running into as it's lined out towards center field. And he is actually eligible to face one more batter, but he is done, according to the Keene managerial staff. So it's just one hit here in the fifth for Trumbull, but they still lead by 3. We go to the 6th. Keene running out of time, trailing 4-1 on the HAN network.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now at the summer clearance event, going on now through July 31st. Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep
At
Ram.
Pure Bar Ridgefield, our tried and true method can shape every body and fit any schedule. Pure Bar is a total body workout using the ballet bar to perform small isometric movements which burn fat, sculpt muscles, and create long, lean physiques. Sweat away the day and get lost in the music. Pure Bar Ridgefield, located at 86 Danbury Road. Like us on Facebook at Pure Bar Ridgefield. Celebrate summer with fresh made-to-order picnic boxes from Walter Stewart's Market. We have delicious summery selections from buttermilk fried chicken to grilled lemon chicken kebab, grilled shrimp Caesar salad wraps, or lobster salad rolls. Our easy-to-carry picnic boxes come with your choice of a meal, as well as a dessert, beverage, and utensils. Order online for simple pickup options. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and online at stewartsmarket.com.
We enter the 6th inning. It'll be 2-3-4 in the lineup for Keene as they trail by 3 and running out of time here in the regional semifinals on the HAN network. Your home for FCX Sports, but happy to expand all of New England this week for you. Frank Granito and Kevin Coleman, and Harvey Kevin coming back onto the mound for his 6th inning of work and has been nothing short of dominant since the first inning.
He's been terrific. Plain and simple, I think if you're Coach Buswell, you have to be so pleased. The rest of the coaching staff and his players, his teammates, and fans here, they have to be so thrilled what they've seen from him today. And you asked me earlier, would you save your ace for the semifinal, or would you save him for the championship game, or you throw him in the semifinal? And I said throw him tonight. And I think Trumbull's made a terrific choice of throwing him on the mound tonight because he's been nothing but brilliant. You mentioned that little hiccup there in the top of the first. Ever since then, he's been great.
It is the shortstop, Marcus Susi, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. And he's ahead 2-0 as Harvey can't find the strike zone with his first 2 pitches. Make sure you stay with us for the 7 o'clock game this evening, as this one is a grounder towards the hole. It's short. It is under the glove of a driving Grudadoria. And on with the leadoff single is Susi. At 7 o'clock, we will have Hingham Hole, Massachusetts, and Pittsfield, Massachusetts, as the eastern and western sides of the state battle it out at the regionals for a spot in the championship game here tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. That's Michael Gottwein, the catcher. Steps into the box, has a single in the third, grounded into a double play back in the first. Liam Elliott with an RBI double already to his name. Love to have two men on when he gets up to the plate. We'll see what Gottwein can do. As Harvey delivers a strike, 0-1.
Difficult part of the order here. These are some of the big hitters for Keene. Big lead for Susie there, off first.
As Vicente scoops that one out of the dirt.
Vicente.
Susie needs to be careful. He might have had a chance to shoot him at first right there.
Our very own Bill Bloxham was telling us that Vicente not afraid to throw behind the runner there. Fire down to first base if he thinks that runner's getting a big lead.
As he tried to frame that one, but it's too low. 2-1 now to the catcher for New Hampshire.
Trumbull at the varsity level at the high school likes to do that a lot. Saw that throughout their 2017 season.
As this one misses outside, and now 3-1. As Harvey showing his first signs of fatigue. (3-1). Harvey dealing, that's a strike. Good pitch there, the count is full.
And you see Coach Buswell give the nod to Sam West as he's out in the bullpen now for Trumbull. As he's starting to get warmed up. Is first time in a long time we've seen Harvey get a little tired on the mound.
He forces a weak rounder to the right side. Allen probably not going to have a chance at second, and wisely takes the runner at first. So Susie moves over, but it is a fielder's choice. Excuse me, it's a 4-3 ground out for Gottwein. And there is one away with Liam Elliott.
Liam Elliott.
Gottwein, well, I'm sure he's disappointed. Love to get on base. He moves that runner in scoring position, which is huge for Keene because now he's got the 4 and 5 coming up. Liam Elliott has hit the ball pretty well today. A double and flew out to center field, so he's gotten good contact.
As a breaking ball stays upstairs, 1-0 the count. A wise man once said to me, Kevin, in situations like this, outs are outs.
Yeah.
Can't be picky. So 1-0, the runner on second, one away, and Liam Elliott, who has the only RBI of the afternoon for Keene, is standing in there as he takes down low. 2-0 now.
And through, I'd say through innings 2 through 5, you saw Harvey really attack these hitters, throwing first pitch strikes, not falling behind in counts, and you're starting to see that here.
As he gets the swing there. Ooh. Fans thought that Susie might have come off the bag. Tim McHugh calls him safe. Good throw from Vicente. Good effort out there at third by Buddha. But now runner on third, 2-1 the count. Elliott, another RBI opportunity.
Boy, close play there. Susie just kept his fingertips on the base.
As a grounder to the left side, it skips past the third baseman, Buddha. Susie can trot on in, and the lead now 4-2 after the RBI single by Elliott. And that brings me to my next question for you, Kevin.
The right fielder, number 12,
how lenient or how short of a leash do you have here with Harvey on the bump?
I'd say he has one more batter or two more batters. I think you'd like to see him get out of the inning. See if you can get that double play grounder here.
That's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
And that's what he has to do here. Throw strikes. Don't try and frame it up too much. Don't try to do too much here on the mound. Throw strikes, trust your defense.
Breaking ball here, fought off to the left side. Coming in and making the play in left is Drolly, and now there are 2 outs with Peter Haas coming up.
Nice catch by Drolly out there.
As Hoden Had that single back in the
Number
first, but since
24,
then,
Peter Haas.
ground out to first and the fly out to left. He's a little frustrated heading to the dugout. Let me ask you this, too. How would you have scored the play where Susi took third? Was that a stolen base,
stolen
or
base.
would you go pass ball as Vicente let it get away?
I say stolen base.
As there's a strike on the outside corner. A little English on that fastball as well. Two outs, runner on first. Haas at the plate as he was just a little early on that one. And we've got some Hingham Hole, Massachusetts players posting up underneath that one. They are over by the batting cages, getting loose. Again, we've got the second semifinal of this tournament coming up at 7 o'clock. But for now, Harvey trying to escape the six, forces the grounder to the right side. Teixeira off one big hop, tags the bag, and ends the inning. Keene pushes one more across, but they trail by 2 and have only 3 outs left. First, they got to survive the bottom of the 6th, and that's next on the HAN Network.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
Weather is hot and the fish are biting. Whether you're heading to the beach or out on a boat, stop in at the dock shop before you go to fill your beach bag or tackle box with everything you'll need for fun in the sun. A new beach cover-up, some sunscreen, or just some bait, the dock shop has you covered from either location. 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. And yes, you heard that right. Bait is now available in Darien and Westport. The dock shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. DockShop.com.
Back at Trumbull High School on the HAN Network, and a pitching change for Keene, New Hampshire, as number 11, the left-hander Aaron Kent will come in of relief for Peter Haas. Haas, a very strong showing after having to come in that second inning. He pitched earlier this morning, was able to bounce back very well. Kevin will have his final numbers for us shortly. It'll be interesting to see how Trumbull responds to the southpaw now. As it is the extra hitter, Christian Van Zyl, leading off the inning for Trumbull. The first pitch from Kent is a little low, 1-0 the count. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1 to Van Zyl, who walked in the first, grounded to short in the second, and now trailing 1-2 after fouling one back here in the 6th. It's a 4-2 Trumbull lead. They score all 4 of those runs in the first. It has been more than enough for Andrew Harvey to this point, who has been nothing short of brilliant in his pitching performance today. And 2 balls upstairs from Kent in the count now 3-2.
And for Peter Haas, 4 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks.
So that's out towards shallow center field. Thatcher takes a couple steps back off the grass. And it is a pop out to the second baseman. first out of the inning. As Matt Bagley steps up to the plate, laying down a bunt, and that ball is...
That's fair. That's fair.
Fair ball. It was sitting on that line, and it has faded a little bit, and it is certainly choppy on the way down to first base. But Pat McCone points to his left, and now on with an infield single is Bagley, and Harvey, the pitcher, will follow up.
How do you like that? Even the home plate umpire just has to sit there and laugh because you don't see that very often. That ball just hugged that line, stayed there. Good bunt.
It's a strike at the letters to Harvey, 0-1 the count. Good time for a bunt as well. They get a runner on now as Kent makes a move to first. This time to the plate in the 0-1 is a strike, 0-2. Two singles for Harvey. He has an RBI as well. And this one is chopped to second base. Thatcher to second for one. They want to come back to first. It is in time. Double play.
What a pretty 6-4, 4-6-3 double play there for Keene.
No runs, one hit, nobody left on. We head to the seventh inning. Trumbull 3 outs away from the regional championship. You'll see it next right here on the HAN Network.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN Network.
Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The InSports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Back at Trumbull High, the seventh inning coming up, and Andrew Harvey has come out looking to finish Keene off with a complete game. The pitch count is at 77, Kevin. The max is 95, so we will have to make quick work of 7, 8, 9 in the lineup, who he has had a lot of success against today. The only single coming from Logan Thatcher back in the fifth.
And Sam West for Trumbull is ready. Saw him warming up in the Trumbull bullpen, so in case anything does go wrong here for Harvey, they have someone ready in relief, but I think it's only fitting for him to finish this game off because he's been nothing but spectacular. He's been great. And I think if you're Coach Buswell, you have to be so thrilled with your starting pitcher and how he performed today, and a great decision to put him on the mound.
As the infield huddles in on the mound. Couple of words of motivation for the hometown ace. 3 outs away from putting Trumbull into the regional championship. Josh Castor, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts, will look to start things off. And the first pitch in the seventh is a strike, 0-1 the count. And that was a confident delivery.
And that's what he has to do here in this top of the seventh here. Throw strikes. Get ahead in the count.
That's a ball inside the count now. 1-1. If Castor gets on here, do you go to West?
Not yet. I think if 2 runners get on, he's had a little bit of trouble. I think if you walk him, he gets on. I think you have to go Sam West here, but that's up to Coach Buswell. You know, it's his decision on when to bring him in, but He's looked so comfortable on the mound, and he has run into some trouble, but he's gotten out of it.
This one grounded up the middle. Allen moving to his right, back over to first, and the scoop was made, but he couldn't stay on the bag as Teixeira fell off to the left side, and that was exactly what Keene needed, as it is an error on the second baseman, Allen, and Castor is on and will be pinch run for. As coming in to run is Nick Nadeau. Nick Nadeau, the pinch runner in, and we get a pinch hitter as well, Dylan Germana. So Nadeau running for Castor. And Germana will hit for Fagiano. And Harvey will continue to work. And a strike here, 0-1. That's right on the outside corner, and it is 0-2 to the pinch hitter, Germana.
Great job of coming back here for Harvey. 0-2, just go right after him.
Two on its way, and that just missed upstairs.
I like that spot there. That's not an easy take to make there, especially on an 0-2 pitch. Not an easy take.
Harvey checks the runner. And he strikes out Germana. It's tipped, caught, and there is one away.
The second baseman, number 2, Logan Thatcher.
And that's what he had to do there on 2 strikes. 1-2 count. Just go after the hitter. Don't try and do too much here.
Buddha is hugging the grass at third. We've seen Thatcher try to lay down a bunt already in the game. He does have that single, though, to center field to his name. And the count 1-0 as that's up high. Now ball outside, 2-0 the count. Any surprise from you that you haven't seen Nadeau on the move yet?
I would have expected to see Thatcher throw down the bunt here instead of them trying to steal, considering Vicente has a great arm. We've already seen him throw out one runner today.
That pitch a strike with the count 2-0. Now 2-1 to the second baseman. As we can hear a request for a pitch count from the Trumbull pitching staff. This one is popped up towards short, moving back, but being called off by the left fielder, Drally. And now 2 away. In the top of the 7th, but the top of the order coming around for Keene.
He's at 89 pitches right
number
now.
Number 19, Brian Lagaman.
Most likely the last batter Harvey will face. He's hoping it's the last batter of the game as a pitch upstairs, 1-0. The limit is 95. So should Langevin reach base and Harvey's at 94, he will be able to face one more batter. But that pitch, a strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Langevin 0 for 2 today, but he scored for walking to start the game. 2 ground outs at second base.
1-1 on the way, and it's grounded towards short. Moving to his left is Grudadori. Flips over to Allen, and Trumbull will march on. They will play tomorrow night in the regional championship.
What a performance by Andrew Harvey and this Trumbull team. Keene put on a good performance throughout this tournament. Got off to a nice 1-0 start. He thought it was going to be a good start for Keene, but Trumbull did an outstanding job in that bottom of the first to get those 4 runs and really take initiative and get momentum on their side. And then they they put the keys over to Andrew Harvey, their starting pitcher, and he took over. Great defense too, and that's something that a lot of people have talked about for Trumbull. It's their great defense, and it was on display today.
It was a stellar pitching performance from Harvey. They got 4 runs in the bottom half of the first, and that was all they would need. The only team in the tournament who did not win a state championship, but they will play for the regional championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Who will they play? One of the teams from Massachusetts. We'll have more on that in just a minute, and we've got that game for you at 7. We step aside. Kev's got your final numbers when we get back on the HAN Network.
Great summer with fresh made-to-order picnic boxes from Walter Stewart's Market. We have delicious summery selections from buttermilk fried chicken to grilled lemon chicken kebab, grilled shrimp Caesar salad wraps, or lobster salad rolls. Our easy-to-carry picnic boxes come with your choice of a meal, as well as a dessert, beverage, and utensils. Order online for simple pickup options. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and online at stewartsmarket.com.
With one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now at the Summer Clearance Event, going on now through July 31st.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN Network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier Network, and we've also reached more than 2 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back on the HAN Network, the hometown Trumbull team has won 4-2 over Keene, New Hampshire. They are 5-0 in regional play and will play for a regional title and a spot in the World Series Wednesday afternoon at 5 o'clock. No surprise here, Kevin. It was Andrew Harvey who stole the show this Tuesday afternoon.
It was Andrew Harvey who was your winning pitcher today. 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. A brilliant performance here by the young man as he pitches his team to the championship game.
Taking the loss will be Liam Elliott of Keene, but give a lot of credit to Peter Haas, who came in and calmed the storm after Trumbull put up 4 in the first inning. Elliott doing his part at the plate, though. He had both RBIs for Keene. A lot of fun in Game 1. We've got Game 2 coming up. It is not only the battle for Massachusetts, it's the battle for that final spot in the regional championship. 4-2 Trumbull. They move on. Kevin and I are back at 7 for Game number 2 of our semifinal coverage. For Kevin Coleman, I am Frank Bernito. We thank you for tuning in. We will be back shortly. Make sure you refresh your browser between now and then to see all of the live action.